Countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Welcome to Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking theater.
My lords and ladies, geeks, geekerellas, geekulas, and geekeritas, I am Lord Blood-Rah, and this is Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin' Theater. And tonight, an ancient order of devil-worshipping knights return from their graves to make things generally unpleasant for some vacationers. Tonight, from 1972, it's the Spanish-Portuguese terror fest, Tombs of the Blind Dead. Now, as I said, this film is about undead knights, and it was released in 1972, 4 years after the science fiction classic Planet of the Apes was released in 1968. Now, why do I mention that? Because in the wild days of early 1970s drive-in movie distribution, a distributor got a hold of this film after Planet of the Apes became a huge hit, re-edited it, and added this introduction.
Legend has it, almost 3,000 years ago, a simian civilization of super-intelligent apes struggled with man to gain control of this planet. In the end, man conquered ape after a brutal battle, which saw him destroy the ape, his culture and society. After this battle, man tortured and killed all the ape prisoners by piercing their eyes with a red-hot poker. One of the prisoners, who was also the leader of the apes, vowed they would return from the dead to avenge man's brutality at a point in time before man destroyed Earth himself. That time is now.
That's right, Revenge from Planet Ape. They tried to pass this off as an ape sequel. You've gotta love the imagination and sheer nerve of these guys. Well, my lords and ladies, here is not a Planet of the Apes sequel, but a superior horror film. Here is Tombs of the Blind Dead.
doing in Lisbon?
I'm in business here. Look how you've grown up.
You too. You look great. The school beauty. Do you remember how you taught me to fix the eyes when we were in school? Remember?
I remember everything. Virginia, let's not talk about the past. It makes me feel so old.
Did you get married?
No. No time for marriage. I'm strictly a businesswoman.
Business? What do you do?
It's quite interesting. I make mannequins. Dummies you see in department stores. I learned the business in Paris. I make quite good money at it. You should come and see my shop.
Where is it?
Out by the old church cemetery.
Ooh, what a place to have a business.
So what? It's okay for making mannequins.
I'm happy that you're here.
So am I.
Hello there.
Oh, Roger, I want you to meet Betty, an old friend that makes dummies.
Mannequins, Virginia.
Why didn't you introduce me to your friend before?
Oh, it's been a long time
That's
since we...
enough, dear. I don't want to give away my age.
Well, then we should celebrate this occasion of your reunion.
What do you suggest?
We were planning to spend the weekend camping. Why don't you come with us?
But Betty doesn't like camping.
I wouldn't want to intrude, but I guess you'd rather be alone.
Not at all. It'd be a real pleasure to have you along.
When do we meet?
Tomorrow, 12 sharp.
At 12. Okay, ciao.
At the train station.
It's late. She'd be here if she were coming, Roger.
Look, we invited your friend and we just have to be patient.
Oh, yes, we invited her. You weren't too insistent, were you?
Oh, here she is now.
Please forgive me, I'm late.
It's all right, Betty. Shall we go?
All aboard, everybody.
You go ahead. I'll get the bags.
Judging from the way this camping trip started out, I think zombie nights could only improve the situation.
Please leave your eyes at the door. You will not need them.
Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking auditorium presents the best of old-time radio, horror, and science fiction. Tales of terror and the uncanny that unfold on the stage of your imagination. Come experience the magic of old-time radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking auditorium is available on Spotify, Apple, Google, and other podcast providers. Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking auditorium, when you seek the darkness.
I'll stay with you with my body and my senses until someone comes and destroys my heart.
Barbara Steele, in an original and passionate interpretation of the double role of Muriel and Jenny. One woman with two faces, or two women with the same face but profoundly different. A fearful doubt, a sinister enigma which becomes an obsessive nightmare. Victim of the sorcery of a merciless and diabolical sadist.
About last night. It wasn't just an hallucination. It was something unreal and mysterious. And when I was in bed, I knew I was with you when I heard the heartbeat.
A film that will take your breath away, that will hold you spellbound.
Super Shocker number 1, Dr. Macabre's Frightmare of Movie Monsters. Imagine seeing almost all the screen's scariest monsters alive, in person. Hunchback of Notre Dame, Teenage Frankenstein, Daughter of Dracula, The Fly, a man's body, a fly's head, Rodan, the flying monster, the colossal beast, and more, many more, never here before. Plus, Super Shocker number 2, Spooks A-Poppin', a thrilling new idea in spook shows. We double dare you to see this double header of super monstrous, superhuman, super shockers in person on the stage.
Larry!
From the exotic geisha houses of Tokyo to the back alleys of the Ginza Strip comes the terrifying news of a fiendish creature that threatens to destroy all who stand in his way. This is the frightening story of an American reporter in Tokyo who unwittingly became the victim of a shocking scientific experiment that turned him into a horrible mutant, half man, half monster, the Manster.
What happened?
He got away.
I think I know where he's going, to Taras. Follow me.
Right.
There's panic in the streets as the unheard of terror of a half man, half monster runs wild through the city.
There he goes!
Don't miss The Manster, a genuine thriller in the most frightening sense of the word.
Now back to Tombs of the Blind Dead, where 2's company, 3's a crowd, and the green-eyed monster makes 4. The green-eyed monster, that's jealousy. Well, that's what they used to call it. I don't know why. Look it up. Look it up later. Look it up later. Just watch the movie now, all right?
Can I get you something?
No, I'll get it. It's something I want for my beauty case.
Well, now, we gotta be a little more careful, eh?
As long as you're around, I feel quite safe.
Excuse me, I think I need some fresh air.
Look, Roger, this is absolutely wrong.
Should I go to her?
No, I better go. You're not sorry I came along, huh?
No, it's not you, it's Roger.
You know he means nothing to me. Or have you forgotten?
No, I haven't.
Why are you acting like this? I only came along because of you. You didn't forget me. And all the things that happened at school?
No.
Your ticket, please.
You can get it from the gentleman in the last car.
Very well. Enjoy your trip.
Excuse me. Can you tell me where our next stop will be?
There's no stop till we reach Guarda.
Think you could stop a moment? I'd like to get off.
That's impossible. Against regulation. And where would you go in this deserted area?
There must be a village around here.
No, not around here there isn't. You're welcome.
Stop in this place.
But you heard the alarm.
I don't care.
Look there.
That girl doesn't know what she's in for.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just put the coal to the fire.
So what exactly is your plan? You had a few awkward moments with your boyfriend and an old college roommate, and now you're going to move into this cathedral ruins? Make it your home? That's a bit extreme, isn't it? Besides, with those high ceilings, it's going to be awfully drafty in the winter. Difficult to keep clean, too.
All the cool things.
You want
All the cool things.
but where can you find
All the cool things.
It's all right here at Novemberfire.com. All the cool t-shirts, all the cool DVDs, all the cool masks. Be extra cool and tell them Lord Blood-Rah sent you.
All the cool things.
At Novemberfire.com.
Okay, banga banga.
Since when do you talk a native language?
I just started today.
Well, what do you say?
What do you say? I don't even know what I said.
Do I, baby? Of course I do. Duke Mitchell and Sammy Petrillo turn an island paradise into the zaniest madhouse in the 7 seas. Charlita puts a gleam in Duke Mitchell's eyes. Your smile only added life to your masquerade. Muriel Landers puts the whammy on Sammy.
Sammy! Run for your life! Go on, get out of here. Run for your life.
Ramona, the romantic chimp, takes off on a romantic chase of her own.
Strange, but interesting.
Really think so? What a charming compliment.
Bela Lugosi finds the perfect subject to turn a gorilla into a goof, and versa versa.
Look, what are you trying to tell me? I don't understand a word. What am I, dumb or something? Don't answer that. Now look, Duke Mitchell, I'm running this game, you understand? And don't talk back. Yeah, now put it on, because we gotta get out that door.
That it could happen in America. That it could happen now. That it could ever happen to me. Another murder tonight. At Watergate. My apartment.
Issue the order that he be taken alive.
on me.
As we return to Tombs of the Blind Dead, Virginia is settling into her new home, a ruined cathedral with no appliances or plumbing. But there's a fireplace. Bet you wish you were back on that train, huh?
Like monsters? Like horror? Like sci-fi? You'll love Maniac Monster Designs. Stickers, enamel pins, patches, magnets, tees, pillows. Maniac Monster Designs for everything retro, spooky, and fun. You'll find Maniac Monster Designs on eBay, Facebook, Instagram, and at maniacmonsters.com. Now you can have cool monster designs anytime, anywhere with Maniac Monster Designs.
From the depths of hell comes The Devil's Messenger, starring the master of mystery Lon Chaney and Karen Cannon.
Leave my message. You'd have to go back. Up there.
No, I can't. I won't go back.
You delivered that to a Mr. Donald Powell.
Don't be afraid of me.
The Devil's Messenger delivers gifts from hell, turning man into a ravaging beast.
I took a picture of that old farmhouse. There's nobody in the picture. You saw it. Was there anybody in it?
No, there wasn't.
Somebody has come out of that house, and they're coming toward me.
Back from the dead, his lovely victim seeks revenge for her horrible death at the hands of a man driven mad by a gift from hell. Trapped in her icy tomb until the Devil's Messenger exposed her nakedness in her crystal prison.
Now let's get down to here.
She becomes the object of a scientist's lust. His consuming desire for her drives him to commit murder to keep her for himself. Not since Eve received the apple have gifts inflicted such unnatural consequences.
Tonight at midnight, you will be dead.
Just how do you intend to kill me?
I've no idea. I don't even know you.
The crystal ball foreshadows doom, for it is the plaything of the devil, and only he can change the events it foresees. You must see what the devil's messenger has in store for you.
Dr. Satan and his Shrieks in the Night. If you think you've seen horror shows before, we warn you, this new kind of show is completely unlike anything you have ever seen. The action takes place in the audience. You'll be surrounded by the most hideous horde of horror creatures ever to walk on the earth. You'll see, back from their graves, fiendish vampires who drink human blood, living corpses, werewolves, ghost women, 1001 nightmarish creatures. Girls, do you have the nerve to meet the Invisible Man? He puts his arms around you. You can't see him, but you feel his presence. What a new thrill. Dr. Satan hypnotizes everyone in the audience, including you. You'll see the slave maidens at the mercy of hideous beasts, human sacrifices, death on the slab. So scary, your blood will run cold. Dr. Satan has appeared in person with and startled George Goebel, Donald O'Connor, Orson Welles, Jack Bailey, Art Baker, and many others. Ed Johnson of the New York News wrote, "At long last, I have seen a horror show even scarier than advertised. A horror show strictly in a class by itself. If it's thrills you want, thrills you'll get when you see Dr. Satan's Shrieks in the Night. It's brand new. It's brand new. Positively has never been shown at this theater before. Don't miss Dr. Satan's Shrieks in the Night."
Dance, baby, dance, come and dance with me. Hear the beat of the pounding sing. Ride, baby, ride, come and ride with me. Let your feet go easy.
What do you make of this? Where does the other end go? It dumps into the ocean.
It looks exactly like the South American Fantigua fish. I hope you can take one alive, Sheriff.
I still believe that a human clawed that girl to death.
The Beach Girls and the Monster, starring John Hall, Sue Casey, and the glamorous Watusi dancing girls from Hollywood's famed Whiskey A Go-Go nightclub. Music by Frank Sinatra Jr.
You got a monster in the surf.
Chicks, do you have a problem? You won't have after you meet the monster on the beach. If you see this ghoul, play it cool. Beauties in bikinis, laughing, singing, surfing, sinning. Beach party lovers making hey-hey in the moonlight while the monster waits and watches. Yeah. This one will kill you.
called Lisbon. Virginia didn't return home last night.
Oh, where could she have gone?
You like something, senor?
No, thank you. Just the check, please. What's the village near here towards Lisbon?
No village, sir. There's the mountains. And after the River Guadiana, there's the frontier of Spain.
But what about the one I saw from the train?
You must need Ersano. But it's been deserted for over 100 years.
But maybe our friend stayed the night there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't ask about it if I were you, senor.
And just why not ask about it?
Nothing, senor. We're not allowed to talk of such...
Speak up.
The management of this hotel doesn't want anyone to know of our local superstitions. It's not good for tourists. I'm sorry. I can't talk about it anymore.
But you must.
No, please. I don't want to lose my job.
Excuse me. Is there anything wrong, senor? Have you any complaints about the service?
No, not at all. Could I rent a horse here?
Of course, senor. We have excellent hunters.
It doesn't matter. Just one for the country.
Muy bien. You'll find the country very beautiful.
I'd like a horse, too.
Betty, no.
I feel I should go.
There's no telling what we might find at Berzano.
I'm as curious as you.
Do you want to go to Berzano, senor?
Yes, and superstition be damned.
Should we try to help her?
We're not stopping here. We'll call the police at the next stop.
This is the place we saw from the train.
Yes.
How are we going to get back from here?
The best way's the train.
Yes, if they'll stop.
Don't be worried about that now.
Roger, what do you think frightened the horses?
Could have been a snake or something.
Look, these tombs have strange crosses.
Never seen anything like it.
What do you think of it?
I don't know. It's very strange. Betty, there's one with writing on it.
Oh, it's an archaic script of some sort.
If my Latin doesn't fail me. Oh, these are the tombs of the Templars, an ancient order that worshipped the devil in the year 1250 A.D.
Let's go. This place is giving me the creeps, and I certainly don't want to spend the night here.
We still have time, and we must look for Virginia.
Virginia! Virginia!
Betty, look here.
Virginia's sleeping bag.
Virginia?
That's her shoe.
It's all very strange.
Virginia! Virginia! Are you here? Huh? Virginia, is that you?
What are you doing here?
A friend of ours spent the night out here, you see, and we're looking for her.
Is this friend of yours Virginia White?
Yes. And you, may I ask?
Police. Officer Martin, Inspector Oliveira.
What's wrong?
Where's Virginia?
How did you get out here?
We rented a couple of horses from our hotel. They both ran away.
Then you must be Elizabeth Turner and Roger Whalen.
Yeah, that's correct.
And you spent the night at the Hotel Flores and left this morning at 11.
What's that to do with our friend?
Our police station is not what you'd call very modern, but you see, we do have a telephone.
Please tell us what happened to Virginia.
Your friend has been murdered.
No! It's my fault.
Betty, it's not your fault. Nobody could foresee what happened.
We'll need you for the identification.
No, Betty. What happened to Virginia isn't your fault. It's Virginia's fault. She jumped off a moving train and spent the night in a creepy, ruined cathedral. Of course she's going to be killed and fed on by zombie Knights Templar. So kids, always remember, don't jump from moving trains, don't spend the night in creepy ruins, and most importantly, well, I can't remember just now, but just don't.
Please leave your eyes at the door. You will not need them.
Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium presents the best of old-time radio, horror, and science fiction. Tales of terror and the uncanny that unfold on the stage of your imagination. Come experience the magic of old-time radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium is available on Spotify, Apple, Google, and other podcast providers. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, when you seek the darkness.
From ancient Genesis to the modern screen, is the name written in blood. Ega!
If I could just call you on the phone. The code of the ghost has the sign of the toad. Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road.
Thrill to the newest recording star, Archibald Jr.
Oh, they're screaming this way.
See ravishing Marilyn Manning in a thrilling, chilling story. The last of the prehistoric giants sees his first girl. Noah. Curious newsmen search deep in giant country for the last of the ancient cavemen. See a tough giant tamed by the soft hands of his captive woman. See him sacrifice his ageless beard for her love. Then lose her to a boy in a dune buggy, escaping a burning desert. Ega's primitive passion was love or kill. Hear Ega talk, the ancient language of love, used at the beginning of time. Gah!
Have you ever walked through a graveyard late at night and seen a coffin open?
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated?
Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them.
See all this and more when you see on stage, in person,
that crazy mixed up Dr. Evil and his terrors of the unknown.
Unlike anything that you ever seen or heard of in the past.
Hideous creatures from beyond the grave. Leave the stage and grab girls right out of their seats.
Girls, do not come alone. Bring your boyfriend to protect you when the lights go out.
You may find a live snake or rat under your seat.
A real dead body is given away to some lucky person at every performance.
Also, in person.
The Mummy and King Kong, famous Hollywood gorilla, real and alive.
Plus, on the screen, 2 horrific motion pictures.
Dr. Evil and his terrors of the unknown.
Plus 2 horrific pictures.
For 2 million years in these subterranean caves, a creature of superhuman evil was entombed in a wall of ice, waiting to be free, waiting to live again. Travel with us on a journey into a world where nightmare becomes reality.
Are you telling me that an ape that lived 2 million years ago got onto that crate, killed the baggage man and put him in there?
Yes, I am. It's alive. It must be.
Travel with us, if you dare, on the Horror Express.
We'll search the train and find it, whatever it is, and destroy it.
But if it's alive...
I want this kept quiet. I don't want to panic the passengers.
The malignant power of this creature is indestructible, transferring its force from mind to mind, from body to body.
Beast is not dead. I put 4 bullets into him.
You think evil can be killed with bullets? Satan lives.
The animal that you shot was only the host. It's alive in someone on this train.
You saw his eyes. One look at them and you're dead.
Anything that moves near that door, kill it!
Run. Run for your life. Hide, but you can't escape. No one can stop the fury and the terror of the Horror Express.
As we return to Tombs of the Blind Dead, Betty and Roger have the grim task of identifying Virginia's body. But at least the coroner's assistant seems to be having a good time. Oh, and by the way, we've got some gore coming up, so if you don't like that sort of thing, then this is the sort of thing you won't like. Yeah.
Would you please come in? I'm afraid you'll find it's not a very pleasant sight.
Please uncover her.
It's not this one. The young girl we brought in this morning.
Yes, Doctor.
Betty! Here, drink this.
Who could have done that?
That's difficult to say.
What about the autopsy?
I haven't performed the autopsy, but I can see this particular case is strange. It appears that some kind of animals attacked her.
As though she was tortured.
Technically speaking, there were no signs of internal damage.
How did she die, Doctor?
She bled to death.
Was she molested?
Oh, no, Inspector. It was not a crime of passion, I can assure you.
It surely looked like the work of a sadist.
Quite a few sadists. Judging from the different sets of teeth marks. At least a dozen combinations. I know it will sound crazy, but I think she was the victim of a death ritual.
Impossible. Black masses are a thing of the past, Doctor. Blood rituals. I want to look into this myself.
Yes?
Is Miss Turner in?
This way, she's expecting you.
Strange lighting in here.
It's from the skylight. They're placing a neon sign on the roof.
Mm-hmm. Must be annoying.
It doesn't bother us in the workroom.
Hello, Betty.
Hello, Roger.
What a place you've got. You're too close to the morgue. You wanted to see me?
My assistant Nina was born in a village 13 kilometers from Bersano.
Can you tell us anything about that strange place?
I left there when I was young.
You must have heard of things when you were a child. It could be important.
I don't know a thing. Really, nothing.
You've got to tell Roger. Now explain to him the superstition.
Well, there was this old legend that they used to tell the children when we were bad. It was silly, I guess, but it still made us frightened.
What was this legend?
It was haunted by the Templars, Bersano, that is, and there were ghosts. I remember that the Templars were excommunicated because of their changing to worship the devil.
What has that got to do with Virginia's murder?
There's been many strange deaths. They found many bodies there.
How long ago? Tell us.
That's enough. I don't want to talk any more about it.
What are you doing? Aren't you finished with her yet?
The doc took extra time on this one.
Anything interesting?
Nothing but the teeth marks.
I wonder who could have done it.
If you want my opinion. Yeah. The muchachas. They showed too much today. That was her problem.
Yes. What are you doing? What's the matter? You're not scared, are you? My sweetheart. Canta. Come on, little one, sing for me. And you too. Did you think I forgot you? Now you're not sleeping, are you? You want to play?
Let's hurry.
Over here.
Professor Cantal?
Professor?
Yes? What do you want? The library's already closed. Didn't you know that? People are always late. That's the trouble with the world.
Excuse us, Professor. There's been a murder. A friend of ours...
Then what do you want of me? You should go to the police.
You're an authority on the Middle Ages, Professor. I'd like to know about the Templars and their ritual secrets.
You say the Templars?
Our friend was murdered at Berzano.
Huh? At Berzano? That's where the Templars cemetery is. This is magnificent.
He's mad.
Can you tell us about it, then?
Yes, I can. Here it is. In the 12th century, the Templars fought in the Crusades. They brought back great treasures from the East with them. Oh, yes, and they also came back worshipping black magic. The Templars took over by force, and their blood rituals sacrificed every virgin girl in the village. They continued to ravage the countryside until the King of Spain conquered them and brought them to trial. They were hung and left for all to witness that witchcraft was forbidden. The crows ate the eyes out of the cadavers.
But can that be true?
Absolutely.
Not really. The Knights Templar were real, though. They existed in medieval Europe and fought in the Crusades, making them very powerful and very rich. So rich, in fact, they actually set up their own banking system. Now, after the Crusades, when they weren't needed to fight anymore, and the King of France found out he was deep in debt to the Templars, rumors were started that they were evil devil worshippers. The Templars were all arrested, all their money and property taken, of course, imprisoned, tortured, and many were burned at the stake. You know, with all of that, I'm really surprised they all haven't returned from the dead to take revenge. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Theater is made possible by Lord Blood-Rah's Patreon supporters. Lord Blood-Rah keeps the love of vintage horror and science fiction alive with 3 weekly shows. The Nerve-Wrackin Theater, Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, the podcast featuring the best of old-time radio horror shows, and the Patreon exclusive series The Cathode Zone, presenting episodes of Golden Age classic genre TV shows. For more info, and to see the premiere episode of Lord Blood-Rah's Cathode Zone, go to patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah.
It is safe to state that the grandchildren of some of the people in this theater will not be born on Earth. They come from the bowels of hell, a transformed race of walking dead, zombies guided by a master plan for complete domination of the Earth. Plan 9 from outer space. Starring the most nightmarish cast ever, Bela Lugosi, the seductive Vampira, and Thor Johnson as the Walking Dead.
Turn off your electrode gun! No! No! Stop him, Dennis!
I can't get it, it's jammed!
Stop him, you fool!
Bullets bounce off their bodies. Rockets, missiles, jets cannot stop their death ships. What earthly power can stop this terror? For a glimpse of things to come, see this blast of screen suspense. For it could be happening right now.
The following segment contains images and scenes some may find disturbing. Parental discretion advised.
What are you trying to say? Are you suggesting that some new sect is practicing the old rituals?
No, I wouldn't say that.
What then?
They're the old Templars that have come back to life.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Nonsense? Are you sure? Has science answered all the unknown questions of the world? The Templars from the East brought many secrets, and among them, they solved death and its mystery.
But that's impossible.
And now they've returned again from their tombs. They're the blind dead. But that will be no handicap, as they still can hear their victims and will continue with terror and murder.
That's very interesting.
Huh? Who's there?
Professor, your story is very intriguing, more like a fairy tale, I would say.
Believe what you want to, but excuse me, I'm a busy man.
Wait a moment. You have a son by the name of Pedro, right?
Yes, that's correct. Why do you ask?
And where is Pedro now?
I don't know. He left our house 2 years ago. I haven't heard from him since.
I can tell you, Professor. He lives in a village on the River Guadiana, near the frontier of Spain. He's now the boss of a gang that deals in contraband.
His life is out of my control now.
Why do you bring this up, Inspector?
That village is 7 kilometers from Perzano.
What significance is that?
That these criminals use superstitious legends for their advantage.
Could they have murdered Virginia?
My son is perhaps a smuggler, but not a killer.
Why are you telling us this, Inspector?
The attendant at the morgue was murdered, and the body of Virginia White is missing.
Another murder.
Inspector, I'm going to see Pedro and ask a few questions.
Hello?
Nina, this is Betty. Look, don't wait for me. I won't be back until after tomorrow. I want you to do something for me while I'm gone. Take a note. Got a pencil? Consalvo's store, Rua Senal 17.
Rua Senal. I've got it. One blonde and one brunette. And they will pick them up? I understand. I'll take care of it right away.
Bye, Nina. Adios.
as far as I go.
All right. I'll walk to the village from here.
Careful, they're dangerous.
Want me to go with you?
You stay here. If I'm not back in half an hour, you'll go and see the police.
Okay.
I only wait a half hour. After that, I'm on my way.
Attempting to solve the disappearance of a beautiful girl, the East Side Kids invade a haunted mansion and come face to face with sinister Bela Lugosi. The kids take the first round, but that's only the beginning of this terrifying night.
Welcome to my humble home.
Look, Mr. Summers, I've got to get my aunt off this island. She's been this way ever since we came here. I'm just afraid if we don't get away soon, something dreadful is going to happen to all of us.
Let me out of here! Let me out of here!
Take two. Everybody, but everybody, is going to our Ghost-a-Go-Go show. Already the spooks are swinging, the witches are winging, the haunts are on the move. The monsters are swaying, the ghosts are saying, come on, get in the groove. And come to our rock and roll Ghost-a-Go-Go show. It's a zany mixture of spooks and music with the beat. You may rock with chills or roll with the combos. But whatever you do, you'll have the time of your young life at our Ghost-a-Go-Go show. It's new, it's different, it's tough.
I'd like to talk to Pedro Cantal.
He's not here. Go get him.
Pedro!
Your jealousy touches me. What's the problem?
I'll be right there.
Are you Pedro?
Police?
No, an architect.
It's okay, boys.
I would like some information about Berzano.
Why come to me? I know nothing. I know nothing at all.
Did you hear what happened there?
I'm not curious.
No? Well, a friend of mine was brutally murdered there.
Why tell me?
The police suspects your group.
But why?
To keep people away.
I see. We've been working around this area for years. We're small-time operators smuggling, but murder? Our business is contraband. Do you believe we kill anyone?
No.
I smell trouble.
Stay out of these. How can I help you?
Help me and you help yourself.
Okay, with me. How?
Accompany me to the old village of Berzano.
Then what?
Then tonight we may solve the mystery.
What's happening?
Nothing.
You have a pistol?
Yes. Here.
That's okay for the ladies. Take these.
And for you?
This is all I need. You look like you need a drink. Here.
Thank you. Very gallant.
Here, we'll need some later, and you drink too much.
I didn't even have a drop.
I'm going out.
You want me to go with you?
You think I need an escort?
We should be together. Just in case something may happen.
What's going to happen? I don't believe in this superstition. It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid.
Listen to that. You sound like you're getting frightened, Pedro.
You want to take a walk?
You kidding? She's not your type.
It would be a pleasure.
Thank you, Chiquita.
There goes your nice senorita. Pedro likes her. You're not worried, are you?
I don't see that you should worry about that.
That is your girl, right?
She's not my girl.
In that case, she'll soon be Pedro's.
You don't know Betty.
And you don't know Pedro.
You're not cold, are you?
Not really, it's just this place.
Are you in love with him?
Who?
Handsome in there.
He's just a friend and nothing more.
Oh, that makes it more interesting, Chiquita.
Not bad. Not too bad. Pretty boys normally don't excite me.
Let's go for a walk.
So you don't trust them after all?
I'm concerned about something else.
Okay, let's go for that walk. I guess you won't be satisfied until you see for yourself. It's better if I have this one. I hope I don't have to use it.
Are you afraid of me?
I don't think you understand me. You see, Pedro, I have no feelings for any man.
You mean you never made love?
I had a bad experience when I was a child.
Hey, wait, handsome. Are we gonna have to walk all night just because you're unhappy about your girlfriend?
I told you she's just a friend.
You sure you like girls?
Cigarette?
Thank you. You're a gentleman, all right. But I like 'em more aggressive.
This is Virginia's.
Who? The girl that was murdered?
Yeah. I wonder why it's here.
I once heard a man who liked to drink champagne from my shoe. It was the only thing that excited him.
Really?
What's the matter? Don't you have a sense of humor?
Hey, people, come on, focus. You're investigating a murder here. It's not date night at the cathedral. We'll be right back.
Take two. Everybody, but everybody, is going to our Ghost Go-Go show. Already the spooks are swinging, the witches are winging, the haunts are on the move. The monsters are swaying, the ghosts are saying, come on, get in the groove. And come to our rock and roll Ghost Go-Go show. It's a zany mixture of spooks and music with the beat. You may rock with chills or roll with the combos. But whatever you do, you'll have the time of your young life at our Ghost Go-Go show. It's new, it's different, it's tough.
The following segment contains images and scenes some may find disturbing. Parental discretion advised.
Not afraid of you. Do you hear me?
Where's Pedro?
I don't know. I left him in the cemetery when I heard those bells.
All right, you two, get in the room back there and bolt the door, and don't open for anyone.
All right.
So you and Pedro had a little walk. Is that all the exercise you made, hmm?
Who is it?
Open the door. It's me, Roger. Open it.
Where's Pedro?
The Templars have killed him.
I don't believe you. Don't open the door.
But he's in danger.
And what about Pedro? We only open it when he comes back.
Leave me alone, will you? Ow! Oh!
If you open the door, I kill you.
What's happening? Open the door! Open it! Open it! They're coming! Oh, open it for God's sakes!
You pig!
If you don't speak, you'll be safe.
No.
Assume the position and open your minds wide. It's time for your cranial cavity search. Yes, my lords and ladies, the cranial cavity search. Here's a chance for all you great geeks out there to prove your geek cred by showing what you know. And tonight's cranial cavity search question is: I beg you, do not mourn for Juliana. We should celebrate. She's just married a friend of mine. From which Edgar Allan Poe, Roger Corman film does that line come? I beg you, do not mourn for Juliana. We should celebrate. She's just married a friend of mine. Does that come from A, House of Usher, B, Mask of the Red Death, C, The Tomb of Ligeia, or D, The Conqueror Worm? I beg you, do not mourn for Juliana. We should celebrate. She's just married a friend of mine. Do you know which movie that line is from? Do you know what's coming next? Can you take it? And the answer to tonight's cranial cavity search question: I beg you, do not mourn for Juliana. We should celebrate. She's just married a friend of mine. From which movie does that line come? It was B, Mask of the Red Death. Yes, Mask of the Red Death, the great 1964 Vincent Price classic about a Satan-worshipping prince and the equally terrifying bloody plague ravaging his kingdom. But now, on to the conclusion of Tombs of the Blind Dead, as the blind dead are closing in. Shh. Don't make a sound.
Look over there!
Wait! Help me! Please help me! Help me for God's sake!
Tony, come back! What happened? Hold on. Hold on. Quickly! Hurry! Hurry up! Come on! Come on, come on! Hang on! Get her
Senora, what are you doing? Senora. What happened? You better come inside. Come on.
guess you just can't keep the blind dead down. But I do have a question. Now, the blind dead were essentially undead zombie vampires who thrived on blood. But what about their horses? Are they undead too? At one point, Virginia steals one of the knight's horses and rides it away. It looked like a normal horse covered in, spooky cloth. So, if the horses aren't undead, who takes care of them when the blind dead are in their graves? Did they hire a stable boy we didn't see? Maybe it was his day off. And what was that hiring process like? I'd like to overthink this some more, but we're out of time. Well, my lords and ladies, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to invite you all back again next week when we'll do whatever this is all over again. As always, I am Lord Blood-Rah saying, geek out.